friends, welcome to Testimony Tuesday. Today I want to share a testimony with you about something God's been doing in my life. To begin with, it's kind of one of these things where I realize that in the past I really have not done very well in this area, and it's one of these things that it's like God is bringing me back over that area to help me grow and to help me learn. I'm actually very thankful for that because it's really discouraging to look back and it's like I really didn't learn my lessons and I don't know when I'll have the opportunity to. So what happened was things kind of started picking up the pace and life kind of started getting pretty busy, mostly because there were 2 or 3 different people who were kind of suddenly needing my help with kind of being a go-between in some of those situations because I can speak the Korean language, and they were needing help either medical or otherwise, and they were needing me to be as a go-between. So I was getting really busy, and one of these situations was somebody who was a former student of mine who was in a pretty difficult medical situation, like miserable, I guess you would say. It wasn't like he was gonna die, but he was miserable, so it was pretty desperate. And there was pressure, and it was like, I gotta get help, and there was all these different people I was having to coordinate with, and I was just getting super stressed out. All at the same time, I had a deadline with some videos that I needed to finish editing, and it was just not going well. In fact, by the end of a couple of days of a bunch of stress like that, I was really physically, health-wise, not feeling very well. And it was at the end of one of those days when it had been really crazy that I realized God is bringing me back over this ground. I've been here before. I felt this way before. It's like, oh, I know that this isn't the way that I'm supposed to be handling this. And so I just stepped outside that night and I just prayed and gave it to God. I was like, Lord, you know I'm ruining my health doing this. This isn't how I'm supposed to handle. I'm handling it as if it was all on me when really I'm just an instrument for God to use. So I prayed and gave it to God, and starting from that night, especially with those situations, I've had such peace. It's like I get a phone call in the middle of something, it's okay. It doesn't stress me out. It's God's. He's the one in charge. And if I don't have all the answers, it's okay. If all I can do is, if the best I can do is limited, it's okay. I just do what He asks me to do. So it's a wonderful thing that God has been teaching me, and I'm sure that each one of us struggle with stressors like this in our lives, and I want to encourage you to give those things to God. Just the other day it was my to-do list that wasn't getting done, and it was just like, oh, I want to get these things done and they're not happening, and the day is going by really fast and I haven't really gotten much done. Even in those little things, it was like God said, I want to take it, I want to carry it. I don't want you to have to be stressed like this. So I want to encourage you to give your burdens to God, and I hope this was a blessing to you, and we'll see you next time on Testimony Tuesday.